Welcome to the first module of Teaching Aptitude. In this video, you are going to learn about the basics of education, without which it is very difficult to understand some of the concepts discussed in this part. So, there are three basic things we have to learn about education, that is, the basic components of education. What are the major approaches to education, and what are the major aims and objectives of education? So let's start with what are the basic components of teaching. There are four pillars to education. The first one is teaching, second one is learning, and third one is evaluation. A fourth element that has been added recently is known as research. So the four basic pillars of education is teaching, learning, evaluation, and research. And another thing is how this is decided. This is decided based on three questions. The first one, why I want to live in a society? So the three basic questions we ask in education is why, how, and what. And there are 11 major approaches to education. That is, approaches means the purpose. As I told you, education is a process that wants to bring changes in the learner. So how this can be achieved? So there are 11 ones. These are part of many teaching courses. If you have done B.Ed and all, it will be easy for to understand. If you have not done it, just listen, just have a basic understanding of. The first one is obviously idealism. Idealism believes that the world is created by God, and it believes in mind. It is the mind which perceives knowledge through senses. So it gives more importance to the mind-soul connection. And second one is known as naturalism. In naturalism, which believes that a child learns better in the right nature, in environment. You have learned about Montessori, Rousseau's method. So nature is a teacher here, which subordinates the importance of mind. Third one is pragmatism. Pragmatism believes the purpose of education is utility. That is why some people go to technical schools and all, because they want to learn a skill so that they can easily get into a job. And fourth one is constructivism, which is very important, which is developed by Ron Piaget. He said that we construct our knowledge. Everybody construct their knowledge according to their own mind. It is not something that is standardized. It is individual experience. And the fifth philosophy believes that the end of education is the welfare of human beings, which is known as humanism. Maslow, you have heard about Maslow. He is one of the proponents of humanism. Then rationalism and empiricism, they go together. They believe in learning based on our sense and experience. They want to see what you may call experiments. They want to see experience it. Abstract things they don't believe. And we come to existentialism. Existentialism believes that individual existence and individual freedom, and it does not believe in what you may call a standardized or institutionalized ways of teaching. It believes an individual has to learn for his own survival. And behavioralism, very important philosophy of education. Behavioralism believes that a child is a blank slate, and he has to be taught using two methods. One is known as the law of exercise and law of effect. Law of exercise believe that if you repeatedly do something, you will become a master. And second one, law of effect believes that you learn something through what you may call reinforcement and punishment. If you do something, so as you know, it is based on conducted on animals. And now we come to Gestalt philosophy. Gestalt psychology believes that before teaching anything, first you have to present it as a whole. Then you have to teach the components of it. For example, if you want to teach branches and all, first introduce the child to a tree, then introduce the basic parts. And finally, eclectic philosophy believes that actually it's a fusion. You have to take knowledge from every part of it, not from a single source. Now we come to the last part of the video, which is known as what are the major aims and objectives of education. There are two philosophies. One is done by Havinghurst and Newgarden. He says there are two things that is the aims of education. The first one is to reflect the society or stabilize the society. And second one, education must become an agent of social change. And second one, George Payne, he says that there are three aims of education. First one is assimilation of tradition, something that is from the past. Second one, development of new social patterns, and third one, a creative and constructive role. So these are the basic things we have to learn about education. In the next video, we will learn about the 6 components. The first one obviously is teacher. So just comment below what you learned from this video before you go into next one. I'll see you in the next video.